About outside, we think about illumination, the light, whether it's for security or whether it's for beauty. That's where Bell & Howell comes in with the 4-pack. You're getting all 4 of them, of the 2-in-1 solar lights that are stainless steel. They're beautiful even when they're not on, but when they are on, look at that color that you get. So you've got the bright white or the flickering lantern. These, like I said, can be great for decor or for safety reasons, meaning you light up a path so that you can see where to walk and where to not step off. There's so many uses that you can do with these, whether you stake them into the ground, and they do come with the stakes, or you don't put the stake on and it can be in the center of the table outside. We'll give you all of the details. You're getting 4 of them, and if you need more than a set of 4, then do it on FlexPay, $18.32. And Lou Caputo is joining us with something new to add to our outdoor decor. Hi, Lou.
Hey, how you doing, Tamara?
Hey.
Yeah, these lights that I have here are stainless steel inside of them. They're from Bell & Howell, of course, and we know that they've got a really rich history in lighting. And we've known that for years. They've been around for over 110 years. They're in 99 countries around the world. What's interesting about these lights, though, is that they do the 2 different functions. You've got the flame function, and then you've got the white pathway function. So those 2 things make these, something that will really add a lot of beauty to the outside of your house. What I love about them is how big they are. The solar collector on the top of these is 4 inches wide going across, and they measure 7.5 inches tall. So when you look at these, you can see that they're just really, really big pathway lights, which means they also throw off a lot of light.
They really do.
They do come with the stakes that are included here.
Yes, they do.
So and if you with each and every one of these.
And if you choose not to use the stakes as you're showing, as we're showing right there, you can just pop those right onto a table. I love that we were showing them kind of next to a grill. If you need light to make sure that you don't make that medium steak a well-done steak. Very, very important. No wires needed, no batteries needed. All they need is the power of the sun. They have an automatic daytime shut-off. And again, easy to decide where you want them to be. Oh, and they're water resistant. These are made to be outside, so no worries there. And put them in places where you normally wouldn't put lights, like on a staircase, as you saw right there. Lou, we're coming on back because, I mean, these are so feature rich, so feature packed. The fact that you're getting 4 of them, and typically, we would say, oh, you can choose different colors. What we like about these is that they're so beautiful. You've got one color option, which is the one that you see here, which is like a deep, rich black, and they look good even when they're off. I think they can really enhance an outdoor setting, even during the daytime, and they will automatically come on at night, and automatically come on when the sun goes down, so that once you set them up, you don't have to keep tabs on them. You don't have to think twice about them. And we were showing them on a walkway, on a path. These can be used to illuminate an area of the garden that you're particularly fond of, or that you want to make sure that nobody steps in. Like we said, no batteries needed because these are charged by the sun. And to Lou's point, the fact that you have such a big solar panel. Lou, do you remember when solar lights had a teeny tiny little solar panel? These have come so far.
It's funny you say that because not only do I remember it, but I've got one of those lights here in front of me. And look how, first of all, look how petite this is. Our light, the pathway light, is almost as large as this entire thing, including the stake. And then the solar panel on top of this is this little teeny tiny little square on top of it right there, which is just ridiculous. But you want to see the magic here? I'm going to turn my lights down real quick, just so you can see. Now look at the way these all light up.
Ooh.
Look at the flame effect behind me. I mean, it might be the most realistic flame effect that I've ever seen. Look at the way they're reflecting off this table in front of me as well. And the white one is super bright. Look at this on my hands right here. I mean, it throws off a ton of light. And Tamara, I'm going to tell you something. Full disclosure right now. All the lights that are on this set I stole from my backyard this afternoon. These are mine personally. I have like 16 of them, so 4 sets in my backyard, and they look gorgeous.
Yes.
And they last all night. That's the other thing, is I'll wake up in the morning and they'll still be on.
Oh, I love
I've
it.
never had solar lights do that before.
I love it. And you know what? I'm so glad that you showed those too. We kind of turned our lights down so that you could see ours. I love this flame effect too, because it's warm. A lot of times, if you want or need the bright white, obviously you can just flip a switch and have that. And that might be for more when you're kind of lighting up a certain area just to kind of keep an eye on. But I love the warmth of the flicker effect. It really just kind of brings an ambiance. And since we have been spending so much time at home, maybe you are trying to reclaim certain areas of your backyard or the side yard, and that's sort of your private getaway space. Why not light it up and have it be someplace that you really look forward to being? And so, to Lou's point, you're getting a set of 4. He's got 4 sets of 4. How many sets of 4 are you getting?
You know what's funny too is mine are almost all exclusively on the flame effect. But here's what's interesting. Some of them I have staked in, like running along the side of my house. Some of them are around my hot tub that I have in the backyard. And then the others, we actually, Tamara, use them as you just saw right there without the stakes on tabletops, because we have like an outdoor living room set. So I've got some on each of the tables back there. And you know what I found? These throw off so much, I mean, usable light, even with the flame effect, that we don't have to turn on the outside lighting. So you get this really cool, even in the summertime, like almost sitting around a campfire effect. That's what it feels like. It's that really cool ambiance that I have never seen in any other solar light that has a flame effect.
Right.
I mean, they're just the best. They really are.
They are, and I like that once you set them up, you don't have to think about them and baby them and maintain them. It is like a flame effect, but if you did have, let's say, like an outdoor fire pit, you would have to keep your eye on that every time that was on. With these, they come on when it gets dark and they go off when it gets light. It is that simple. There are no batteries you have to change or keep up with, and it doesn't. You don't have to bring these in the weather, because they're made to be outside. And to your point, if you want to go ahead and get a few of them, why not do it? They're easy to stake. They're easy to move around if you need to. 23 inches high, including that stake, 6.5 inches in diameter going all the way around, and just a great amount of light. Not just a little bit, but this light is like bigger than the size of my hand. Do you see that?
Yeah. That's a big, big element inside of that. Remember, they are LEDs, of course, so they're not going to burn hot, which is another great feature. But Tamara, as you're feeling the outside of that, the cage on it, that's steel too. And I want people to understand that the entire body of this is stainless steel with that black coating on it, okay? So it's real steel that you're getting right here. And reason I think that's really impressive is that I've had mine in my backyard now, I want to say going on 4 or 5 months, okay? And these are the ones that I took from my backyard. I mean, I know you're a distance away, but when you look at these, you can't tell that these have been sitting out in the Florida sun and rain and wind for months. And some of these have been knocked off of tables, because I just leave them out there all the time. I don't care. I just leave them out there. The wind hits them. They roll off the table. But because they're steel, you don't have to worry about it. They are tough, they are rugged, and they are crazy, crazy bright.
Yes, they are, and they are yours. Call us or shop on hsn.com and really think about, as we are starting a new year, maybe you are saying, you know, I would like to be able to look out the backyard or look out the front yard and see light. Maybe when you do come home, and because it gets early, it gets dark so early, let's say you're out and about, and when you're coming home, you want to have that pathway to drive up to or to walk up to. And that's what we're showing you right there. So it's not a dark house, or it's not a dark pathway. Maybe you enter the house from the side and there's just one little measly little light over there, or maybe no light at all. This just gives you the light where you want it without maintenance. I don't want it to sound like I'm lazy, because I'm not, but if I don't have to maintain something, I'm all about it.
Oh, I'm with you on that. Well, here's the other thing too. When you see these in the white mode, when they're just doing that straight up white light, if you were to look at them, and I've seen them in front of my house, if you were to look at them, they look like they're wired lighting all day long, because they are so bright, they're so consistent. And the amount of light that they throw off around them. I mean, when you look at me standing right here, look at this. It's illuminating my shirt. You can see my face when I hold it up here above me. I mean, it's throwing off a lot of light, and it's good light. It's usable light. So for a pathway, you can set them, because they are flat on the bottom, You can set these on a staircase just like that and do the stairs going up, or go with the flame effect. I mean, I love the flame effect right here, the tiki torch effect, I call it. You know, but it's nice because there's no smoke, there's no oils, there's no flames, there's none of that. But you get that same effect. And to be honest with you, I would never put a tiki torch on a tabletop in my backyard.
That's right.
I'm cool with these doing that.
For sure. I was just talking to my mom yesterday, and we were talking about how because it gets dark so early, it feels like the day is gone. Because when there's no light, it just kind of feels like, well, I guess the day is over. With these, when you're, let's say you are sitting out back enjoying just, you know, kind of the neighborhood, the scenery. Sun goes down, lights come on. Your time doesn't have to end just because it got dark outside, because it's light where you are. It's illuminated where you are. And Lou, we're showing right underneath, that's how you click from bright light to the flicker.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's that simple to do. And, you know, you can change your mind as many times as you want. Just click it back and forth, you know, if you want to move them from place to place, or do what I do. You know, and these are mobile. When I say do what I do, use them on tabletops. And these are nice and mobile, too, meaning that if you have an RV, you can take them with you and set them up around your campsite, which would look super cool. You know, if you want to take them to a picnic, you want to take them to some kind of an outing, you can totally do that. Because, again, you don't have to wait for them to cool down. They're LEDs. They come with the stakes. You can lay them flat. I mean, any way you want to use these are some of the best I've ever seen.
Lou, thank you as always, but stay close because I know we're going to see you again next hour.
Okay.
Lou always has some really great things for us, and when it comes to home sweet home, that's what we're talking about. Stay close. These are 742-907. That's the number to get them home. You're getting 4. If you need more than 4, then order as many sets as you need. Okay.